never do it.
The Lake St. Clair Fishing Report is brought to you by Rose Marine. So before I dive into this week's report, there's a couple things that I want to cover. In all my ice reports this year, I have repeatedly told you guys to walk with your spud. Make sure that you spud everywhere you go. Two events happened this weekend that should give all of us ice fishermen pause and also reteach us to use great care when we're out ice fishing. One was the story that was on, I think it was Macomb Daily that I seen first, about an elderly gentleman that was found in the water over in Campo Bay. Now, as information's come out, this was not an ice fisherman. He was actually out battening down something on his boat hoist and fell in and drowned. But it's a very, very big reminder that cold water is a very deadly thing when you end up in it, especially when you're not prepared to be in it. Another event happened over off the day sail where a father and son went out past the pressure crack. And from what I can glean from the information that I've read on Michigan Sportsmen Forum and throughout some posts on Facebook, is they crossed the pressure crack and took the ice thickness for granted and ended up walking onto a thin area and fell through. Luckily, other ice fishermen were there with ropes and were able to pull the son and the father out of the water, and they are safe and sound. That's just a stark reminder that we have to be cautious when we're out here pursuing our hobby. No bucket of fish is worth your life, guys. So just take all the precautions that you can to be safe while out here fishing. So with that said, let's get into this week's report. Hey, did you get the notification about my last video? If you didn't, be sure you click down below, hit that red subscribe button, and ding that notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video. For you bluegill and sunfish and crappie anglers, most of your activity has been located up on the raft up in the Bouvet Bay on the north end of the lake and in and along the canal systems throughout the lake. What you're going to want to look for is some of the remaining green weeds for those really, really big bluegill. The baits of choice mainly have been spikes and waxworms on tungsten jigs or teardrops. Plastics have been working for some people as well, like the Angler's Choice Wiggle Fry, some of the new Gulp Ice plastics. I know some guys have been having success with those already. But generally, they're fishing anywhere from, the bottom third of the water column, but in a few areas, they've actually been locating these fish directly below the ice. So make sure you check the entire water column when you go out chasing your gills and sunnies. Crappie, definitely have minnows on hand if you're going after crappie with the up and down and the pressures. They have been a little tight-lipped and a little neutral to negative some days. So sometimes that live bait, that minnow just sitting in front of them kicking for a long, long time will trigger them to bite. And other times on like a high-pressure day, you got to get really, really aggressive with it and get them fired up. And they'll be fired up for a split second, and you got to make that one moment count. For you guys chasing yellow perch, the predominant area guys have been targeting and having great success has been in Anchor Bay from the Salford Boat Ramp south, a little bit off of Cotton Road, but not much, just a little bit. And then the mass of people that have been fishing for yellow perch have been off the day sail at the Lake St. Clair Metro Park. I have gotten good reports. I have gotten bad reports. I've heard bead spoons. I've heard jigging wraps. I've heard live bait. Basically what this is telling me, if you just got to get on the right fish at the right time, there's been some very big quality fish, 12 and 13-inch fish caught, but you do got to work for them if you don't land on them right away. So don't be afraid to move after 20, 30 minutes. If you don't see any activity, pick up and move to your next location. Maybe look for weed beds or where the bottom drops a little bit deeper, kind of sit in one of those like sandy highways where these fish can get low and hide from For you guys looking for northern pike, the Raft Bouvier Bay Fairhaven boat launch area has seen a tremendous amount of pike activity up there in the past week. You can go up there and spear them, or you can go out and fish tip-ups, or maybe go out and fish bass tubes. You heard that right, bass tubes, one of my favorite northern pike ice fishing lures. Just jig it just like you would a jigging Rap, right through the ice, and they will absolutely explode on it. There has been some pike and muskie caught down by the day sail and down by Geno's, so there is always activity down in those areas. I haven't heard of any pike being caught off of the Salford boat ramp, but there's always quite a few weed beds remaining and a lot of northern pike and some muskie. So that's going to do it for a weekend update of how the fishing was out here on Lake St. Clair. And if you're new to the channel, be sure you click down below, hit that red subscribe button, ding that notification bell, and there's another very important reason why you should be a subscriber. As of the time I'm recording this video, I have 4,847. So 4,847 subscribers. When I hit 5K, I am going to be doing a reel giveaway. Not just one, but 2 reels. This is the Source X from 1.3, aka 13 Fishing, and the Shimano SLX 150. I will pick 2 winners, okay? And I will post up a video when I hit 5K and tell you how you can enter to win one of these 2 reels. So, as always, guys, tight lines, happy casting, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. It helps me, it helps the channel, it helps everyone who likes to catch fish.